Yang kubadamu fele julamana feala. Yang kubadamu fele julamana feala. Kokima julaninya kima borbor binani katro minani. Julama khambanani gira wasibal jabo. Yang kubadamu nala julamana feala. Mantul wulindi, nafu jamale kasarata. Wallahi paksebe tinarine, karama be mangirine. Wallahi silo mansoto, nonya mufol be patarine. Julamana feala, wala kanse kuda bodi mati yang kubadamu. Kebe bojan dimba bojan sankaranga binta maron kema mariama ba kema yang kubadamu musu jaton lebe ko makana silam ramusa bali be ko masabali sata ko woni ami banguran na gan suloba mamadu sabali sata ko babala komando Weskos mu me be ko yang kubadamu Mampu dengan dunia dan Bensouda Silandi yang kepada boleh jualan pada saya tinggal ini karena memang tidak siloman satu punya musuh berpatar ini Weskos kole kamu dalam pembantah Roya dabu di kofele, tolman na feala, nimbe me feala, alim fusilora, yula dabu zanka, wallahi tonya, das bora di kofele, yang kuwa dabu le, wale kona roya mbali, barista.
Alsama, jual lebih jujur lagi jujur. Thank you all, thank you. Assalamualaikum, ala barakabake. Tulmeni alon kalbe jibe wala sainte ngalbe konton. Ngalon ko UDP dimolo nyin watin kono mo jamal be fankaring kaje ko bebe concern ne bawo kuma kan me ko fundin banda. NPP ko kantol fangol le use yela propaganda audio funtende yela propaganda kuma kan funtende yanton UDP ko fangol use fangol ye audio nyinta nga janjandi diamo siata bari ning aliena tupiko jibe bajala ko kula fundita wayala ko lefta kanana janga fanan kaja bawo kukende ba andung ngalon ko amoyo be diala mo bele mo moyalon ko mo UDP demolati boton konsinana jam ngawo fanan tandi mo bela bajala ko bedonna lo kunkuto nyum kono mankata tenamodi mo be hakil tenkon di masi duma tenamo nyin kono mbese energize ngaje ko political saying sidale andung mbesa lon ko UDP be mo kankile nati ina sabon ko UDP kayamu barakolet UDP kayamu jigin na fembalet mtonya mbele konsanta men ka fo santo o men muga fo santo mo bele konsanta diamo siata e ko lord meyo be la fri nyinela rohi be la kin nyinela e ko mo bele to ka fo je ko mo ka be la fri nyinela bar say diamo nyin alhamdulillah ala fle ay lord meyo talib ahmed bensouda fele afuntita nga diamuta wala ya sabun ba fala lord meyo ko abaraka bake nako mo fonko natopiko wala sabun ko lord meyo abaraka bake pour ka fondina ka diam nyindiamo anyanna kala nun junale bari amanjaw ya mannen kolko ay leti wala fisa ya amanke mu meke lord meyo wala nyindiamo jawol menul ya lonko ilafta ka je ko UDP e farafulati inyanna ki kumutale yadun dinko kono bi ni ayata non koy imari wali malo sodo inyanna ki kumutale yadun dinko kono atol men be programme o jibe kanten sign alimbaral ali subscribe page oto channel auto momo yalon ko be jibero at this point and manke member ti channel o nyinto subscribe channel auto share the program as well binala program o commencer la just seconds binala be program o commencer la na fem bondi jang na program o nga commencer bari alsalon ko very powerful message wala be jambi at this point
ale fonsaje de ale fonsaje de la damo sanga balu seni damo tulale ma julo mana maje ni aja mana maje sulo sinde denila useni mansayata alale aman sayandi baroda bodimma nukunda da bodimma alale bate jola mansole bate jola aye gambia bondi bata kuno maje molu bele sewota arabe jinkeraye maso be jinkeraye usen bota nyani dobo dobo gae usen anata kombo tumami londo nata kulli okae do adabo Salida bokema arale bate jola bandila siselima kanja mane dimma sali suare dimma jari jalodima
al programo si amba kuma si la senten comments ngaji jumalel be jiberola at this point you can send in your comments ngaji be jumalel be jiberola senten munantening kumbole mude tekona safule mama jali
munani bota maile tu ibebe denkiri jumale lala ni kuseri fata dami tajukuna nyanda fala jele mandela do kuoke gambia bele jela Gambia bele se wore lumena mandela bilala volunta be pipeline birinda ko sakatu jita akonda kanta dule volumolu bele kampata bari wole mamari mulo wole ba mamari mulo ala be jinkerae maso be jinkerae
ale fonsaje
no banja yule fala songo ye ale fonsaje
assalamu alaikum 𝒘𝒄𝒄𝒆𝒔 sign. Let me see who is watching jumalel benjibe kam andeng benjibe kam muntolto. Let's see the comments. Ngalla comments ol batum jumalel benjibe rola at this point and even jibe rola muntoloto. Bari ala barka bake kan join nyintembo kabonang UDP TV media nyintembo to be program on basting kan YouTube damale to because na Facebook page yo program lo be ke kanje andum malafi nga tara kasele nyokan program fula ka tara ke kan platform kene onyo to at the same time waya sabon manna program o keno alialon ko bi nyanna ka program lo soto program o me yalo kon ka fay ko let's talk with kekendo andong bi ngalu ndaw men soto wala nyanna kala nu Esa Jawla mo bere ala UDP nyanna ka broda Esa Jawla le soto bari na programo leta do meninke manna nyomoy afele programo do fana fela kumasta abeke kan na platform do waya sabu manta je because malafi na sele nyokan platform nyito je ngamira albewo understand na ML Fati UDP ML40 wala be programme ke kam platform mo to andum ntol fanante sella no nga programme kilimo nyike platform moto me alon ka be mo platform kilimo lati oto kamalam ko batum sinana jang ñing update kuto kuto men nata me alon ko Lord Mayor Talib Ahmed Bensouda dia mosiata kuma jamal foda ko Lord Mayor abe pabi on the mind kan Lord Mayor ala fraka ke nyaton ko lati Lord Mayor ala fraka kenenten the personally na Lord Black eta mendi all this while ale na maka moy mbaku wo kaja kan jam bari nimbaku wo fanam fola damento ngame itandi je wolo nyenti ko sain patio nyan naka nyatli kula me alon ko wala mu 2026 kate fay mba win nyame at this point kukiling wala be nyendi amo be bana kukiling wala be jawul tala ay be deyni jaw be keri UDP la momo yalon ko be nata jaw wala sidika UDP le wala ka duwa wala la kukiling dam mal ba mutala ya be dam at this point wala mu nil le mayo Talib Ahmed Bensouda funtita adia muta aya koy ni membe keri alhamdulillah bi wala kera funtita Lord Mayor diamuta ay ko bela sanayandi woto UDP ko nyillo ko mo yalon kal kana ko mo yalon ke betata whether you go to school whether you are at work ibitala wo do ko nyina wala be dunna jimbi ko nyin kono with energy you are going to be energized after listening to Lord Mayor's message you are going to be relaxed after listening to Lord Mayor's message your souls are going to be at peace after listening to the Lord Mayor's message it's very clear there's no ambiguity in Lord Mayor's message wala nyinti ko akong focus in 2026 kadrefa yomba win nyame ngana son molie mol muta yen distract kondo UDP kilingolu akombe ngakata nyoka mbe kilingoti ekakuo mo fanam fo abe mo fani aken samolati Lord Mayor bala message of on play dan albeya la moy ni wo bodage aliyeme mira alsafo adolia mira nyadile alsafo ay ala message yo nyin ayal kontani nyadile mo alsafo alse message yo kinam nyim video mbina kila Lord Mayor yenne ba controller mbakila because personally this has always been my stand for the Lord Mayor to come out and then clear the air. This has always been my stand. Ning ayata nunko nyomo yo mankeno je if menka fo ninto nyanteng and ayata nunko to nyanteng in any case ni Lord Mayor fundita nang and he speaks out to me. I've always believed that was going to be the end of this commotion, this brouhaha mi alon ka be kekan nanteng. And thank God, nsa alatin to sinya saba wofele aketa. Saying alang Allah mo Lord Mayor la kuma wala kamfo. Ning alba mo ikam bagay aliyam bondo kumpa. But mandra la comment so je kan place. Malong, is it my own settings or what? Mandra comment so lan fen je kan. Can somebody comment? Let me see, please. Can somebody say hi from YouTube? I mean, remember Jiberola, just more clear hi, Safana. Let me see where the comments are going to. Fonta fangolong bang fo, wala fonna setting so long masabu bang. Malong mane asabu nyengketa. Mantra comments all hand killing jekam, and the phone mantra comments hand jekam. So alibatu nganyim flanka jam follow nganyim. Aha, okay, thank you. Aha, barakabake, babukan drum. Okay, thank you. So, which means Allah comments all mbejela no. Okay, thank you. So, saying aling Allah moy Lord Mayor la femkola. Allah try in video, please. Allah share because this is very important. You did video mo be without running ni nyim moy mbalon na ko saying mol juso atem gundal andu keloni ngabe kumasela. Brother Jalamang ini barang ko bari bedla belo teman beda. Okay.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi taala wabarakatuh.
Malam falka moy la ba?
Manla Talib Ahmed Bensouda, Lord Mayor of the Kanifing Municipal Council, National Campaign and Organizing Committee Chair, National Organizing Secretary of the United Democratic Party, and UDP Executive Member. Mange Santa Askani UDP, di Santa Askani Gambia, Delen Santa Delen Girem. Tay dama ñëw fi pour adresse wa UDP pour adresse wa Gambia. Week bi rombana wax bi barina amna audio yu bari yuñ ma yoni moy concern bu xew bir United Democratic Party ak concern bu am ci réew mi muy Gambia. Jilben bi maa ngi assure suma waa UDP di leen wax ne man Talib Bensouda United Democratic Party member la tay and for the foreseeable future. 𝒂𝒄𝒄𝒏 moy suma party leader mom la topa tay and for the foreseeable future. Gisuma ben reason ben excuse ak amul dara luma His Excellency 𝒂𝒄𝒄𝒏 def bema war ko baye di topa.
Audio mambang bari ngalon ne ko alieni joy ngoto moy bakele talib Ahmed Bensouda ka damento fo ako lok mo tambita lok mo me yalon ko diamo siata choko siata wala asabun abe funtila nan kadiamo anyo UDP dingolie kayitandi la ko ate talib Ahmed Bensouda atemu UDP dingolati bi andung amu UDP dingolati sama fujaning alabe ko la nyame amman dalila je dalilo men ba sabula atebe UDP jamfala ka UDP jamfa andu ate talib Ahmed Bensouda atela nyaton ko mu alhaji loya Ousainou Numukunda dabolati memu UDP la nyaton koti ate man dalila je men ba sabula ate ba ko takila alhaji Ousainou Numukunda dabo kungola alanga tenden
mange wahwa UDP. I am a citizen of the Gambia. It is my full democratic right for Topa Party Bumabuga. It is my full democratic right for start party Sumanehe. It is my full democratic right for make an independent politician Sumanehe.
Ako abaitan dila Gambia dimolani UDP ngol bela ko. Ate Talib Ahmed Bensouda demokrasi be lodula mento ay sambo diala le puro ateke ay patio menno kam patio me alon ko wala diatay ay ke moti me alon ko abekela independent moti na diatay abekela moti me alon ko abelo la famo ne ning ayata nun ko la fraka fanson patio lo fom na diatay diamo tendendal.
All that being said, man UDP la choose UDP la topa Ousainou Darboe moy suma party leader moy suma njit mom la topa tay ak for the foreseeable future.
Ako ning ay ning ko mo membe fo ni obeji be obe kola ate aje ko monko UDP wolon patio me alon ko wala nyabo and wala sabu akata UDP andu UDP fanam ayaje ko atela nyaton ko womo alaji Ousainou Numukunda dabolati bi andu fo sama fo alab janni alaba ko wala la nyamen alaji Ousainou wole be kala la nyaton koti.
Sacrifice na lu bari pour Gambia munan am bopam. Sacrifice na lu bari pour démocratie muna am. Kon wa United Democratic Party dama buga ñu bay suñ xel. Parce que parti bu mag comme UDP fokk mu bari agenda.
Ako alaji Ousainou ni mayajibe balwo kono ayala balwo karakil mu be sacrifice le ka jeko Gambia ita ayala balwo karakil mu be jele a be sacrifice le ka jeko mongo demokrasi nyin ay tama ako woto aba fala UDP di ngoli ko pour nga hakilo tu patio me yalon ka warta ko mongo UDP fokk ma choko jamang asisiaje wo mu kulet me yalon ko it's normal
fokk mu bari ñu nit ñi topa fokk mu bari divergent views. Wante lu tax ñu unite mooy pour develop Gambia ak pour génne Gambia si jafe-jafe bu mu nekk.
So ako abe mon fula UDP di ngole walon ko patio me alon ka ba warla ko mon ko UDP fonsa alon ko mon ko na mira nyaalu wol na tekli yala no jama bari men ko mayata wala mun be ke klimoti ngaje ko laftamin na way soto.
Kon di len advice buñ nangu di ugly head of division duga si suñ parti.
Akon kana song nying kumane ume alon ko membe dending ka je ko munko choko e kenna pati ko no fonyin kamala ko me alon ka sentalano akon kana song woto la dol UDP di ngolo na glot woto
man my national organizing secretary UDP
ndele mo national
man ligi lan la pour make sure 2026 UDP win presidential election.
So akata mo national organizing secretary di UDP ala dogo momenti wala mo nyenti ko kaje ko UDP ke mansa kundati 2026
kuma gis ma war la o pour waxal pour make sure UDP win na ko def
ako ning ay momo yalon ka sa samano nang UDP kono pour ñing kamara ko UDP se winno 2026 abakela la keta mo moti andu ni njongo to kumada bagela to UDP dingolo. I just want to stress Lord Mayor and impact. This is very important. Look, momo ya lon kabe Gambia dingolo mati akwala fa apruka kato fay aketa momo let ali ngambulo yele ngamol samana ye kato nyinta ya dina ndeni ite misal fe na broda jala mam ndeni ite be mu UDP dingolo Ntol tekala no addition to UDP kan koteke because already intengalon nako ila blood is UDP and my blood is also UDP. So mem kumayata say we go in for people many alon ko mawol sotono wala na membe kala nya addition to party nyon kono ngamblo yele akeda mo mot hani na fa busane na ka binala bi muni ba sabula kon ta bambula hani alikala kon ni aka binala muni ba sabula ta bambula ila na UDP kono o ma sabu ke be UDP fana kala party le me yana ka betinyala because masakunda ni wolota kuonyan na kake nyame ngabe kala wala nyama ni wo mandi yabe yefana asekeno be blado le jibela but if once mbulo hele mobe kumani ne be na pati okono and I just want to stress that Lord be okay jonto la motafo ka foko karna da pati okono le ay ni kuma kar le fo kuno abe adama baro yale kuno ale nga woto landi ale nga tambi woto la nga graduate woto la ban sign. Let us be open up, let us be accommodative to people nga mul sama nam pati nyon kono wala ben sambala no masakunda 2026. We must and we have to be open up to people. Nga molu muta nye appreciate, nye accept na mpati yonyo kono yenana yun na molka. Wole be karte onye si andila. At the end of the day, we all have one vote. But new one vote nye. Wole ka mol sambano. And after all, the Gambia is going by simple majority. May ye 56 sort of, do ye 55 sort of. The one with 56, wole ka take presidential, wole ka ke presidential. There is no second round. Ka foko anye lang karte ke se clean na. Ali nga mota bang mo to understand bake bang please.
Problem bu ma gis ma muna ini beno na ko def. Lu ma gis muna ini yokuti na ko def. Onte ma nge leral wa UDP. There is no point in time man Talib Ahmed Bensouda or na ken whether be it an individual or a group, be United Democratic Party or outside Democratic Party. There is never a time or any person or any group pour wax len ne dama buga start suma party or dama buga join benen party. Ko wax lolu is a falsehood.
Ako wati na naman soto wati Talib Ahmed Bensouda ay mo kumandi wallanto ay kafo kumandi kafo yoko ate Talib Ahmed Bensouda alafta ka fansung patiololo wallanto ate Talib Ahmed Bensouda alafta ka join party card lakam ako ni momo yo ofo alongo manke tonyati because ate anana mam mo kumandi wallanto anana mam group kumandi kafo yoko aba fansung patiololo ko to wallanto alafta ka join party card lakam ni kumbaka mo bata dawd nanding ako mo false let wo mo gola nyiti ko mo man soto manke kudi mi awon ka sabatere
ko wax lolu waxu dega kon UDP ngeen xamne man Talib Bensouda I am with you for now and the foreseeable future be pare Ousainou Darboe moy suma jit now and the foreseeable future
saba ko en la UDP ngol mako ate Talib Ahmed Bensouda mo UDP dingolati am UDP ngolati andong alaji Ousainou no ko Darboe wala mala nyaaton koti wala mala alfati fu janning ala ko wala la nyame bari ya baw ko en la bake ka wotandi mobile andu ni jonto mo problème woti kuma kangol men be ka ngunu kuma men be ka fo afele Lord Mayor jebe mo tala saniyande ngalon ko say momo ya lon ko itam UDP de wala den benna energy ngamen soto na ferol ngamen soto mbatalin Lord la do to ka je ko kamol samba nan dan nka pusku kan kume ya lon ko damal bet la kel wala aman nafa soto by now we have only 3 years before midala kamasa kundani nda kanyini ndola energy nyanna katara spend kamenka wolo nyintiko how we are going to be mobilizing people, how we are going to be grasping new faces, how we are going to be bringing new people into the party. Dan Dodamaro, we keep on fighting, accusing each other. And you know, the most interesting thing is most of the times new accusation of kabona damanto wolo mo kabona NPP will sit down at their comfort zones, record audios, the audio niki into the forums, pretending to be UDP, and now the UDP militants will start using that audio to attack anybody who has been accused in that audio, in most cases from Yamari Murayam Fandi Patiolo. We must be smart. NPP. These were one of us. They know how we operate. So we must be smart enough. Ningwoku fundita. Ya moila bang, ya desaferol to bang, ya audio la moy bang, then they can react. If I see bang, energy bang. amirani haklo la ba nyimbe possible la no la ba amirani haklo la ite mo UDP di mo fayde be nyinkala la ban fayta kala ni yala ko ita kala si bang yela moy diamo nimba kala nkanke ku ba ke jandimbe diamo fontendila safaro nimba kala nkanke ku ba ke jandimbe safaro fontendila nyemunu munolu metale bari aliyemu UDP nka jamala jemeni yala ko ni ma ko woni diamo ni ka diamo fana ka diamo ida malte male an wona jama ka community how they are going to find a solution to that problem, how they are going to be able to reach out to these people, let this issue be settled down, and then more concentrate on something that is, wala mu UDP la samati komo gambe 2026 election on yimba win na
Dylan advice tam why UDP, hamnane UDP is a passionate party. Party bude andak suñ holla. History buda UDP mo meet. Wante andak sa hol amna lu ci baax amna su dee ini problème lu baax mooy ñëpp xam nañ ne parti bu déggu lañ wante léegi suñ déggee information ñu andak suñ hol mun nañoo yaaxa
ngam fa nante lord me yoke gela fo UDP tata no tarikol kon tariko mi amon ka jaw yata bakele be ngolo ne Gambia ni amo yamba tata fata be mo UDP lede so bari ako UDP dum la be yamat la men ne nga kuma ka moy alenga ke kubang danim beti yaro kala ninga kuma ka moy kuma sako kuma ka me yalo ka manko e man most of the cases nyum ko men be ka funante ka ke kuma kande me yalo ke manko e mafam e ko kari ko tenne be dun nga trasi na convert so na audio fundende I start attacking my fellow UDPN nga fu janne ngonde ando this nyine na kala mo be la fam ko ni mo moy politiko faham UDP dimo hanni way mum kulake ko akumandi bang ding ayata nungo communication obe na mari tem ndol be ngalo ne ko jumani jumale sudi ata nyol ning communication ote na mari faranti ma yalo na de ning jumale sudi ata nyola wo kumandi bang afay ko ngani kuma karla moy bang yin nakara la bang ya me ta kumandi la bang ya yin ka ba kata nyadir nga solvo nyama dan jenne bi la social media be ñew attaque la be ñew abuse la fo dol ka ñori yo ka jamfa ning molu danta yetla alpha mu de banena wale ba ka jafela ning doya tano do muka adimina nyin tano so wada ba fu mo jela la ba fu mo jam fandira because aba jela ka manjara wala so lord me yo ka DCMT na faja ninga kuma ka moy ale nga lomba address la nyame ba ni yalon ko yekuma le moy me yalon ka man ko yima ide ban kana dia mu meke ba Gambia do yata la kete nyaawo jela ni nyama ku keta abe ka senyale jandi ba falo mu hulu mo kasi so ibur jandi ke ba moy la nyi wati kilometer dan gondro mo le amoy ko debe dia mu kanne dan kontro moli amoy ko mon ko kari ko nantene andi lawo fo nyin amanke to nyaati abinati nyarol sabulana why can't you take your time wallanto yaku woni fo bulaje completely jandi ka diam
UDP is a very strong party wante party yu bari amna bala UDP party yu bari na am after UDP wante party bu buga yaga Gambia yaga di degir nañ make sone ñu dee andak suñ xel buñ andak suñ xol ñu bari riak nañ ñu bari wax nañ wante xamna nopp parti bi motax ñu wax am concern for Talib Bensouda motax ñu wax
comme ngombe mon foka njam aliamo le exactly Talib jele foka ngo nga fole nte nyina mun na stand all the times nyina mun dala stand all this while wala mo nyiti ko nen lord me yo lumo nga diamu re nyin kola abe bannale mo nga concentrate ku ka mo do mo ne asabu ate diamu la nyine asabu ate diamu la but alna na manyi mo mba fo kam banda but this has always been my stand ning many benji be kan jam I mean they will know what I'm saying this has always been my stand ko diamu ni manje ku ko lanti nyin sa bannole bi fo mo nyin sa bannole sama fo dango rek lord me yo funta kay diamu nyin ko nyin asa bannole completely so ko ni lord me yo diamu ta immediately that nyimbe bannale exactly telephone an ko lo fo ala deo nyin wole diamu nyin mendi ala deo nyin wole choko nyin wala ni bari wala sabu afundi sana diamu ande alon ko men fona be ka fay diamu wol be mo molle te men yano ko ye constant lesodo ako nyina and this is exactly what I was saying
kon ñu wax yeb mang leen di jégal mang leen di balu a ngeen xamne man sen broda la fuma leen gis na leen treat as my brothers and sisters fuñ mun di tassé whether in the field whether in your house whether in the bureau am the same Talib Bensouda bo leen xamone demba ba pare jëluma ben offense sen wax
thank you so
déggee tay wax bi bari kon xam naa ne because ñu bari feel nañ ne talib dafa important.
Exactly, yes.
So gisee tey ñu bari am concern dafa fekk ne dañu care about Talib Bensouda. kon maa ngi wax waa UDP 2026 mooy suñ mission wante pour mu am foog ñu nekk benn kam bengoo foog tam ñu ubbi suñ parti pour ñu ees duga foog ñu may leen fit ñu may leen courage foog ñu won leen ne UDP is not just for UDP members but is for all Gambians parce que tey UDP su amoon nguur dañoo make sure ñu develop réew mi pour all Gambians and we will make sure Gambian yi yëpp ñu gis seen boppa si biir government yi UDP kon ñu xam ne politique tolerance foog mu am ci liggéey réew accommodation foog mu am ci UDP democratic party la and part of democracy mooy ñu xëjal nit ñi ñu accept seen ideas ñu accept divergent views ñu encourage diversity góor daa jigéen ndaw diina boo mun di bokka tribe boo mun di bokka UDP is for you ñu naandee gaay ñu ekkati gaay ñu dooleel gaay ñu jox gaay fit pour ñu toppa ñu pour make sure ne 2026 and beyond UDP mun naa indi a develop Gambia for all kon maa ngi leen di sant yéen yëpp di leen gërëm yéen yëpp di leen wax ne man Talib Ahmed Bensouda your national organizing secretary will continue the mission naa continuer di engage nit ñi lii du ma musa discourage naa continuer di engage nit ñi mag ak ndaw kilifa ndax ku nga xam ne junior member of the party naa engage everybody to make sure ne UDP is united and 2026 ñu achieve ko kon nu ma ko waxee si bureau bi démba al nga ñëw muta al nga ñëw sembentuya al nga ñëw fasa al nga diamo kanyandi nga doko lafa kon maa ngi gërëm ñëpp di sant ñëpp di wax inshallah the future is bright for all of us balbe tendula balbe jeyla alin bara ala baraka
jërëjëf waaye Lord Mayor atul lel yaa mooy Lord Mayor e même fo Buba Camara ala baraka bake awa fode ba thank you brother Jalamang Baboucarr Dramé Sekou Mané ala baraka bake atul lel be jibero la sainten I greet you all ngal be konton bake you know mamen fonanto fono sal hako wen nyamala comment laje so but we've all heard what the Lord Mayor have said this is very powerful his words are really touching what he said. It is the high time Pronto UDP Nkolo we know when to react and what to react on and how to react on issues ni fundita. We must always take our time. We find a suitable time to react on issues ni ayata nungo fundita. Look, politico kono rumo kasiale, politico kono misinformation kasiale, especially in the Gambian context jibela. Because more kalafile yinyola character ya assassinate in most cases. So Nimkuwa Fundita Mayaloko, we do not have much idea about. It's better for Moyin than you coming out funding a kuwalke. Look, Ning Chukuchugo Ning Ameda. We were all concerned, including myself, everybody, mobile concerned. But Molia make sure Lekomungo ya handle in a way than recently a kuwaketa nyame. Molbenu Dekaneka Yakomungu Kuning Abesetul Lanyadile try to find an amicable solution to that problem. But alhamdulillah, ning alay kuo kuke ni fengo fenti akaka wala nyama. Yes, ning alay akanyama akaka wala nyama. Thank you so much, Ahmed Bensouda. Yes, recite the Quran, Mariam. Thank you. Exactly. Mo bele nyan nakatentu Talib Ahmed Bensouda. Ani mo yalonko ibe konsanta kuo nyina. Bari tentulo jama abebi dala Lord Mayor lakam. Niajem ko tentulo jama abebi dala Lord Mayor lakam. Lord Mayor sano le nung ayende. He could have kept, his silence as much as he wants. And no allow de obey kono. Na ya muta aya decide komo nga be de dal. Ala de o la duration on be kono be kala nye concern net mo be confused lale. And the speculations will be even higher. People will start speculating. Mojama be ending today and they had their comfort. They had their their comfort self. wolu jama be je ninde of to certain point wol fana be diamon nade and wala ka ko nyinta kadani yelande. But we want to sincerely thank the Lord Mayor for coming out and then speaking on this issue. Kaje ko mongo diamoni mem bebe kekam. All the speculations, all the accusations, abe danda bilela. Sai molu na energy me alonka bembulor kono alanga atabanga put into another direction kaje ko kamukudol ni samana na patio nyin kono wole nafa wole mbe nafa kaje ko mongo 2026 nada momo yalonka mo Gambia de muta qualify da pruka karte nyum fay alanga make sure bang handi be diaspora jane. Talk to your friends. You have friends many alonko probably they are not UDP. You have friends many alonko probably their family are not UDP members. So you could talk to those people. Ask them to come and join the UDP. Give them the reasons why they must come and join the UDP. Give them reasons why they must abandon political parties or the so-called political parties, because we don't have any serious political party in the Gambia except UDP and at some point GDC. So these are the two serious political parties in the Gambia. But we all know in so many countries, especially what just happened in Sierra Leone, or is it in Liberia? Yes, Liberia. Is Liberia? Yes. What just happened in Liberia? You see, Liberia, George Weah alamulta rakarefa oppositions, but it because Sierra Leone, Liberia is sort of 50 plus lam. Volgadani percentage lela. Cabrita head to head, and nobody was qualified to be the president at the first round. Monaketa, second round, the small parties they came and joined the bigger party, and then the George Weah ya boindi. The George Weah ya boindi. But in the Gambia, people are making this thing so complicated. When you start talking about the bigger parties and the small parties, people will claim there is no small party, there is no big party. Of course, we have. Gambia, anyone who is loyal to himself, anyone who is definitely genuine and then loyal or sincere to himself, will tell you UDP is the biggest opposition party in the Gambia. So when there should be a possible coalition form, people must understand that all the times, that they must come and join the UDP. Of course, this is not a way to disrespect them. Every single political party is important in the Gambia. And then we acknowledge that. But of course, we would expect those political parties to come and join the UDP, to come and join the UDP in the sense that we could form coalition, and then from there we could take over the government. But it have UDP with all these margins. UDP patio dolbeje wala haniela patio divide hanie UDP divided into 10-15 times. Hani sai wala UDP la UDP la 15th size wala siya na party dold. But these are the people many along came after. There is no political party that is a big or there is no small political party, and that is not fair to UDP. And at the same time, you are a small party, it doesn't mean like we are insulting. But if that is the reality, that UDP is bigger than most of these political parties, I think a wise style all the time, let most of those parties, the country is at stake. We need to come together as one entity. I think most of the political leaders must understand that they are obliged to join the UDP. Kanana ka join na UDP kan doesn't mean come on go UDP from official, but the reality is the reality demands for you to come and then join the UDP. We all work together. At the end of the day, wala kumayata ninga Gambia bondino wala kumayata at the end of the day. And I think this is what is important for most of the political leaders, since they all claim to have the nation at heart. Sabi kumayata le nim for possibility to kaje come on coalitional form. We come and join the UDP. But look at what most of the small political parties did, like especially the newly emerged political parties. Look at what they did in 2021. Most of them came, they formed their own political parties, they went and joined Adam Moro simply because they just want to have a shortcut into the governance. They just want to have a shortcut in their political career. And that is not how one excels. If you take examples from the likes of Liberia, the new president, he has been in politics for 41 years. He has been an opposition figure. Of course, at some point, he was part of the government because he was the vice president of the former president, is it Dr. Allen Johnson. I'm a vice president at some point. Yes, but when you look at it, he has been in politics for 41 years. But he never became the president until now. After 41 years, he became the president finally. If you look at the history of Nelson Mandela went through a lot. Nelson Mandela struggled. He went to prison. He was imprisoned. He was tortured. He was locked up. He was disgraced in his own country. But after so many years, he came and then he became the president of South Africa. And he was contented with it. And that's why at some point he had to organize these people, and then he had to, step aside. He had to step aside. So, Kafokomongo, this is not how things operate, or this is not how we want things to operate. Most cases, Amunga reality ninta kawo represent entirely. Ning Gambia Banco, Dolko Nyanaka Banco Bandele, and we have seen youth funding came on many a form on only one reason. Wala munyinti ko itolbe dalilo sot la nyari le ka join masakunda me alon ke be fond beti nyaka. How do we expect Kajeko Mongo, Gambia the fight Nimena, the fight against injustice, the fight against corruption, the fight against the misappropriation of our funds and our taxes, the sufforations Membeke and Gambia? How do we expect those things to end in the Gambia? Nimfondinga political party in the form for only one reason. That is, it will be a form of by going and then climbing on people or hanging on people as ectoparasites. How do we expect this nation to build? How do we expect our nation to be, to move forward? Look at nations, many are over there developed, like Ukraine. How old is their president? He's in 30s. Look at France. Macron, when he was coming to power, he was 35. Look at Ivory Coast now. One of the fastest moving African nations. Look at their president, how old he is. He is very, very young. He is less than 35. He is less than 35. Ngo, ni after Gambia move, we must, at some point, redirect our thinking. Ngajeko, not everything goes with emotions. Ngalongo, this is the truth. I can be affected at some point, including myself and every other person that you might term as your role model. But yes, we need to think outside the circle. We definitely need to. All geared towards one thing. That is that is the only thing, and that is the only secret. Bangol kakinyame, Bangol menialongo, they are serious, Bangol menialongo, they are serious. Kajeko mungo ila Bangoli jara fongo belera. Ila ego yalandi. How long you've been in politics, it is not important here. How long you've been yearning to become the president of a particular country is not important here. What is important when the time arises for people to come together, put their heads together, for people to come and then join together to take over the mantle of leadership in that country. I often demand, if it is necessary, in 2021, if it were not just an ego, Kajeko Mungo UDP would have come to approach most of the political parties. Kajeko Mungo Yenana UDP ka. Why would they opt to go to Adama Barrow and join Adama Barrow Nyinga? Knowing fully well that Adama Barrow Banko Samakanyame was never the right thing. But they came with filthy excuses. Either they joined the Adama Barrow, at the end of the day, they now came back and then turned against Adama Barrow, which is okay because this is what we've always expected from these people. Since Adama Barrow has not been doing well, he's not been, doing things right. Corruption was as rampant as you can imagine in Adama Barrow's governance. And this is something that we all know, even before the 2021 presidential elections. Everybody knew this. So, but Jamabege, they opted to go and then join Adama Barrow's NPP than to come and form a coalition with the UDP. And today, most of them regret it, of course. Thank God, most of them regret it today. So hopefully, in 2026, most of these people will come and join UDP. By they come and form coalition with the UDP, and then we move. But one thing is clear. Once that decision will make me along, we are not going to regret it. We cannot continuously making decisions many along, we will keep regretting them. Bango betara ka retract drone, katakoma drone 24/7. Womaje Gambia e Cairo, Amaken to be a Cairo. So on my final note, UDP dimol, Lord Mayor Yakumu Bandamento Benokumula la Gelato. Alinga Katanga Yomuta. Alinga Katabang, Ninga Kumakango Bantala. Ning Aliamo in the cake and dollar Bantala. Ko, Med Division or create Kamisalfe, UDP gas chapter, Wallanto UDP anywhere, Wallanto anything. janning ite mari be funti la kanten neng walando ka fundi ka fen safe ayata re ni ndamandiam nimben fongol ba ko woni kono e ka men claim ini mo mandiam wol kono just because in muka keno in real life ye fundim banda yeta na diamu kan nyimbe nanten ni ha nying nyim men fo be kala jikolo because nying abenanten ni nying anata jande last time nying ni neke atare mang idea soto na jam fo senki ku wodol to na personal egos na differences outside woman nyan nan tola collective effort nyin tala kawo muta kawo jindi jumala ngo more many along ko ye management ya story they will tell you this nila individual interest not and in the interest of the organization or not a collider at that point your individual interest cease to exist wakatale way pakijana organizational interest way ta follow aliyo samba itela personal interest you go fail follow aliye organization when you're interest aliye wasamba. That is how every wise society operates. This is how every wise society operates. But in the Gambia, this is the biggest problem. People tend to capitalize on their individual interest, individual differences, than a cause may alongo is going to be for the institutional interest. Na ego and the battle. But I hope we've learned in 2021 presidential elections, and I hope we are going to do the right thing by 2026 to uproot the zoo government of Adama Barrow. Your government Kamana Mayalongo is going to serve the purpose of the Gambian community. It's going to serve the purpose of the Gambian poor farmers, the Gambian poor women. Kayeko Mungo Gambia, Ngastat kan Namuluka enjoy at certain point. Mulbe fala Namjola, Mulbe fala Dukola, Mulbe fala Urola, Femuka, Femutaka, Fisayandi, Mulka Uro Membeke, Kanamo Membejo, Abe Kyo, Abeka Kenyi Halakoti. Ikamera no ni ala intol dankal anu ayatara mandanka ndol ka salo men beke ndol ka duwa men beke ka bin jamo ko lambang fonna chojo ko lambang abe man nyanna kala nyi ken samal bare ngawol beke mu ka jarano because mune asabu molu kasi e kan kafu kan kafu me yanu ko kanaka bangole tinya yes still nga expect ko ala be jirana sandole ala man sabaya moto question na bare fonsam fo ma ko janning ala bin ala kam ma ko Fansam fong ma ko le folo janni ala bin ala kam ma ko woto nte kay bi nte be mbendi ya bunne zamo be konton ke o mo ya ko be jibe wala sainte sal be konton be programme o nyimba danda jannato safal be ko ala baraka bake ala ma tilo fanan di wala to sudo fanan to diala ama sudo fanan to diala bake ala baraka bake nga appreciate bake ali time momenta ka join nan jambi nga appreciate bake ali wato momenta ka beta nan jam ka mol follow up mbenga responsibility men soto bi wala mu load me wala nyum kuma kawoni ala nga muta nga share ay janjandula beto ala nga load me wala kuma kawta nga share ay janjandula beto UDP dimo be se hakilo tenku soto ni lokku kana ben commencer UDP dingo bening hakil tenko se dunyi loko nyen kono wala mun responsibility so please al video ta ali share ala janjande dula beto WhatsApp group wol kono lamba la janjande ni defana pareta be amutala nga share on most of the WhatsApp groups mba share la jele e bajala ko mobe salon ko lord me odi amutala say nyindi am meso bandal anu say nyanna kan ke kule dia mo nyanna ka bo mola mafola we have to be careful, we must be careful at all times kaje komunko we are now at liberty to focus on our 2026 presidential campaign strategies and other things. And one important thing, we must open up our arms for everybody may local Africa join the UDP. No matter how long that person might be in the NPP, no matter what he must have said before ning akabina UDP we must open our arms to those people kaje komunke na UDP. We have no excuse. This person has been very close to Adama Barrow, thus he do not deserve to come to UDP. Why must we think like that and we expect UDP to one day or someday be the ruling government in the Gambia? What no nyadi? I think I'm following Kawala. What be possible no nyadi? Nindol ka ko modol be many along ke benu Adama Barrow balad because of our hate for Adama Barrow. Obasa bula lenten temblo yella modol ye. Womo la na Gambia doesn't mean that they are coming to hijack UDP. Ilanaka join UDP doesn't mean that they are coming to hijack UDP. But Ilana is going to add values because we are going to be plus 1 vote. And if they have families, we are going to have maybe plus 6, 7 votes. And that's why we must open up to all people, everyone. UDP. Anyone who aspires to come and join our noble party. We must open up to all of them. Nyang naka yele be ne ka jeko mungo ke be sama ne be join na party o nyanka. So ala baraka bake alma sudo to diala. Ala baraka. Assalamu alaikum.